Don't rush to throw away yogurt cups because you can organize convenient seating from them. And by using hose cut-offs, you can create convenient handles for buckets. Today we'll tell you about cool life hacks for your garden that will help you save money and effort. And at the end of the video, you'll learn how to make a real grill for pennies. Enjoy watching. Fungus Solution. Not many people know about this life hack, but it's very useful. If your garden plants suffer from parasitic fungus, a special solution that you can easily prepare anywhere will help you. You won't need to buy expensive and harmful products. It is excellent for both preventing diseases and treating already fungus-infected plants. The solution consists of plain water and hydrogen peroxide. You need to add just 1 teaspoon of peroxide to 1 liter of water. You should spray your plants with this solution. By the way, it works great for regular indoor plants too. This solution is completely harmless, so you can safely eat fruits and vegetables that you have sprayed with it. Seedlings in cups. Experienced gardeners no longer spend extra money on preparing seedlings. Small plastic pots for planting are always available in stores, but they're not necessary. Ordinary yogurt cups or cut-up bottles are excellent for preparing seedlings. Making such containers is very simple. Take used containers, rinse them thoroughly, and make holes in the bottom. Then just fill them with soil and sow the seeds you need. Plants in such containers feel great, and during sowing, you don't need to worry about your pots. You can easily discard them. Growth Accelerator. Even more experienced gardeners use special organic fertilizers for preparing seedlings, which will definitely be at your home and moreover for free. Ordinary coffee or tea grounds are excellent as plant feed. Place this fertilizer on the bottom of the container. It works as a real growth accelerator because coffee grounds contain nitrogen, which has a very positive effect on plants. Fertilizers. Another type of organic fertilizer that costs pennies includes some spices that we use every day for cooking. Ground cloves, turmeric and cinnamon do an excellent job of preventing various diseases and infections, inhibiting their growth. You just need to make a solution out of them. Add a teaspoon of one of these ground spices to a liter of boiling water, then cool it down and transfer it to the desired container. You should water your plants with this solution only once every 2 weeks. Such fertilizer will have a great impact on the health and growth of your plants. Homemade stove from a gas cylinder. This is not the only use for old gas cylinders. You can make an excellent homemade stove or burjuika out of them. To do this, you need to cut out an opening for the pipe and cut off the bottom, to which hinges are welded. Such a stove will serve for many years thanks to the thickness of the metal and is excellent as a small garden house. And this invention will save you a lot of money. Good stoves that won't break within the first year of use cost tens of thousands, while this stove will cost only a couple or 3. However, if your house is poorly insulated, even such a stove won't cope with strong frosts. And if you have just bought a plot of land and want to arrange a beautiful small garden house, then Production Association Sistema can help you with this. The company specializes in the design and creation of fast-directed modular buildings. You can choose from a variety of modules, from regular residential ones to access control units. Modular buildings are perfect for your business and dacha because you can assemble such a building very quickly. Learn more about Sistema through the link in the description. Fighting aphids. Aphids become a common problem for gardeners as they can severely hinder plant growth and even leave them without a harvest. There's an effective life hack to deal with them. Ladybugs are excellent at handling aphids, so it's a great idea to attract them. To do this, you simply need to spray a small area of soil near the plants with sugar syrup. After a short time, you'll have more ladybugs in your garden, and they will happily deal with the pests. Dealing with slugs. Slugs can devastate your garden in a matter of days and are a headache for every gardener. If you're tired of removing slugs from your plants, there are a couple of simple life hacks. The first one involves placing a regular brick near your plants. Slugs tend to seek shelter from the sun, so they will definitely crawl under the cold brick next to their plants. If you lift such a brick, you'll definitely find slugs underneath. However, dealing with them this way can be cumbersome. It's much easier to spread ash under each of your plants. This life hack helps completely eliminate slugs because these slimy mollusks hate ash and won't cross such a barrier. Quick greenhouse for plants. If you see a cold snap in the weather forecast and you have heat-loving plants growing outside the greenhouse, there's a life hack for quickly and inexpensively setting up a makeshift greenhouse for them. You can use ordinary 5-liter bottles with the bottoms cut off. Simply place them over your plants, which will protect them from the cold. You can also close the bottle's cap at night to retain even more warmth. And if you happen to have transparent polyethylene film on hand, you can quickly set up an entire greenhouse. Of course, it will be temporary, but all you need to do is create a frame, which you then cover with the film. You can use any type of wooden boards for the frame. It's worth noting that this method is perfect for those who have just finished renovating their dacha and have a lot of leftover building materials. Homemade soft handles. There are cases when, for example, the plastic handle of a garden cart breaks, making it inconvenient to carry. You can solve this problem with this life hack. All you need is an unnecessary piece of hose, which you need to cut lengthwise. After that, you can easily use it as a handle. By the way, this life hack can be used with anything such as buckets. If the handle is broken or missing, you can simply take a hose and wrap it with tape. This way, you'll protect your hands from cuts and carrying heavy objects will be less painful. This life hack is also great for tools with broken handles. Interesting plant pot. If you're a fan of coconuts, don't rush to throw away their shells because you can use them as unique plant pots. They will look great if you hang them as suspended pots or place them on a special stand. You can plant various small plants in them, and you can use such pots both in the garden for decorative plants and indoors. How to attract butterflies. Another way to beautify your garden is to attract more butterflies. It's super easy to do. All you need to do is place small bowls of water in the garden where you should put fresh bananas or strawberries. After some time, a large number of butterflies will appear in your garden, which will greatly enhance its appearance. Furthermore, butterflies have a positive impact on plants since they can also carry pollen and pollinate flowers. New life for old things. Every gardener, even the most careful one, may have a tool break while working, but don't rush to throw it away. For example, you can give a second life to broken rakes. If you can't repair rakes with broken handles, simply attach them to a fence. This way, you'll have a new place to store your gardening tools. Old paint cans. Don't rush to discard old paint cans. They can be an excellent design solution for your plants. You can easily use them as flower pots, and the paint drips will give these pots additional contrast, improving their appearance. Moreover, you can use such cans for storing hardware. Nails, screws, nuts, and other small items that are constantly lost will fit perfectly. You don't need to spend extra money organizing a storage system. Automatic watering system. With this life hack, you won't have to constantly water your garden, and you won't spend a lot of money on automatic watering systems. All you need to do is spread wood chips or straw around the plants. This helps retain water near the plants, so you'll need to water them much less often. Another method requires only an empty bottle. Simply make a small hole in the bottle cap or leave it slightly open. Then bury the bottle neck deep in the soil. Gradually, water will seep through the holes, providing the plants with the necessary nutrients over an extended period. Planting layout. You no longer need to run around with a ruler or tape measure to measure the perfect spacing for planting your flowers. Just take a board and attach bottle corks to it. Making such a device is very quick and easy, and it will save you a huge amount of time and nerves. Moreover, it will cost next to nothing. Hose storage system. Many people store their hoses haphazardly. This life hack will help you create a practical, convenient, and beautiful storage system. To organize such a storage, you'll need a round wooden block that you should attach at a comfortable height for you, and the block should be able to rotate. Then attach a small board to it that matches the diameter of the hose. One end goes into the board, and then the hose is wound around the block, with the other end also secured. This storage system is very convenient to use right next to your water source, as one end of the hose can be connected directly to the pump, while the other end can be easily unwound. You can attach not just one hose but several at once. For storing short hose sections up to a few meters long, the following method is suitable. Simply coil the hose into a so-called coil and secure it with ties. This way, the cut pieces won't take up much space. Additionally, you can even turn a long unused hose into a real mat that will look great in your garden. Protecting pathways from weeds. If you're tired of constantly weeding the pathways in your garden, then the following life hack is for you. To get rid of those pesky weeds that constantly mar the appearance of your garden, simply lay down ordinary newspaper early in the spring where your pathways are. Then cover the newspapers with soil. Weeds will no longer bother you, and your garden will look simply wonderful. Grill and barbecue from gas cylinders. Every respectable gardener should have a good grill to come and barbecue on warm summer days. You can make one from an old unused gas cylinder. It's worth noting that such containers have thick walls, and you can get them at any metal recycling yard for a very low price. All that remains is to cut it lengthwise. It's quite challenging to do, but you'll end up with two pieces that are perfect for a grill, and you'll just need to weld on some legs. The thickness of such cylinders varies and can be up to 5 mm of pure metal. Needless to say, such a grill will serve you faithfully for many years. You can also make a homemade barbecue grill. For this, you'll need to weld sturdy hinges to two parts of the cylinder. Inside, you can place an iron grid for cooking. That's it, your grill is ready. Beautiful relaxation spot in the garden. During house construction, wooden pallets are often left unused. Your neighbors might also give them away for free, as they take up space. Using them to furnish a relaxation spot in your garden is a great idea. With just 3 to 5 wooden pallets, you can create very attractive loft-style furniture. To make a complete sofa that will blend beautifully with the nature in your garden, you need to attach the pallets in various ways. You can place cushions on top for added comfort. This way, you can organize a beautiful relaxation spot for just a few pennies. Markers and signposts. If you often invite guests to your garden, you don't need to show everyone where everything is located. It's enough to make eco-friendly markers and signposts. You can create them from old branches. Simply split a branch in half and burn the desired sign onto it. You can place them in the ground or attach them to trees. Vertical garden. If your plot is too small for a large and beautiful garden, a great solution is to create a vertical garden. You can also use old pallets for this. By attaching them to a wall, you can conveniently place pots with flowers and plants inside. This solution will solve the problem of limited space for planting and beautify your garden. Improving garden tools. The last life hack for today will be very useful for any gardener. You can easily lose any tool even on your own plot because shovels, rakes and other tools usually look unremarkable and blend in with nature. You can easily solve this problem by painting the handle of your tool in a bright color, and you won't need to spend extra money on expensive tools. Bright colors like red and yellow are perfect for standing out in a green garden. Losing such a tool will be much more difficult. Today you learned about useful life hacks for the garden and vegetable garden that will help you save a lot of money and effort. Thanks for watching.